What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casters Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today today was an interesting day filled with a bunch of news, and yeah, I had an early review for y'all today, but I feel like I can't skip a day and not talk about all the news that went on today. So I'm going to hold off on this early review until the next video, and we're going to discuss the Kanye West and Adidas split that happened today. So yeah, like I said, it's been an eventful day. So just so y'all know, for the early review that I did have for y'all, I did have the Jordan 9 Fire Red. So if you're interested in the shoe, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you know when I post this video. This is the Jordan 9 Fire Red. But like I mentioned, I will discuss this shoe in the next video, so we can discuss this hot topic. Now, of course, I do want to jump into a quick daily lace-up over everything that happened today. So starting off, we had two releases this morning on sneakers: the North Carolina Dunk Low the Nike Dunk Low North Carolina A&T, and then we had the UCLA Dunks as well. So for the North Carolina A&T Dunks, we had a men's 4.5 through men's 15. Total stock number was 2,914, and I told y'all it would probably be in that 2,900 range just because it's been consistent across all the HBCU dunks. Moving to the UCLA dunks, they had a men's 6 through men's 15. They had 59,027 pairs, so a lot more of the UCLA dunks. I took L's on both of them. It's just one of those things you get used to after a while. So continuing and sticking with sneakers, going a little later into the day, we actually had a shock drop on the Jordan 3 Fire Red, and they had a men's 3.5 through a men's 18. They had 77,209 pairs, so a good amount of pairs on the Jordan 3 Fire Reds. I didn't go for them. I have a double up in them, and I'm good on pairs. But if you went for the Jordan 3 Fire Reds today, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're able to cop off the shock drop today. And the last but not least, the other shock drop we had today was the Nike Dunk Low Vast Gray. They had a men's 6 through men's 15. They had 4,813 pairs, so not a bunch. So if you copped anything that dropped on Nike or sneakers today, let me know in the comments. I took L's on everything, so on to the next shoe. Alright, now continuing on to some recent or like new updates that we got. So starting off, we got the Jordan 1 Low Zion Williams Voodoo, which loaded up, I believe, on these sneakers that I haven't checked, but they're set to release November 8th. And honestly, it's a very intricate and a lot of details in this shoe. I'm actually very curious to see what it looks like in person. So I'll be trying for a pair. It looks like the shoe, or seems like the shoe has a lot of hype behind it, so that's good to see. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can grab a pair and do a review for y'all over those. And then last but not least, this is my, by far the information I was most interested in today that dropped, because I have been waiting and waiting for another shoe. So if you know Spider-Man, they did a Spider-Man origin story 1. It was a Jordan 1 origin story, and it was like a Chicago Jordan 1, but it was a little bit different. Actually, you have it right here. So this was that shoe, and it's a little bit different. I know it's in the bag, but it was just basically close to a Chicago, but different theme to it. I've been waiting for them to do another version of that shoe. They did that version, and then they switched to Adidas and did an Adidas Spider-Man, and like nobody liked it. So now we're finally getting another Jordan 1, and this is the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Air Jordan 1 High OG that is set to release summer of 2023. Now the picture I have is just a mock-up. It's not the official, what the shoe will officially look like, so it's just a wait and see whenever we'll get the official images for that shoe. But I am very excited that we're finally getting another Spider-Man. I've been wanting to get a double up in these that I have already, the origin stories, but now I'm like, I have to get a double up in these that are coming out in summer of 2023. So hopefully y'all are as interested in that shoe as I am. Like I mentioned, I've been waiting for a while for them to do another pair of the Spider-Mans. So that is everything that I have in regards to the daily list. So let's go ahead and jump into this Kanye news. So this morning I woke up, I was getting ready, and I was on Twitter, and I saw that Adidas basically terminated their deal with Kanye. And so they did put out a statement this morning, and I'll go ahead and read it. And Solix tweeted this out along with several other sneaker Twitters. But it says, Adidas terminates partnership with Ye immediately. And this is at 6:02 in the morning. So the statement reads, and it's from Adidas for immediate release. In this title, Adidas terminates partnership with Ye immediately And it goes on to read, Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. After a thorough review, the company has taken the decision to terminate the partnership with Ye immediately in production of Yeezy brand products and stop all payments to Ye and his companies. Adidas will stop the Adidas Yeezy business with immediate effect. This is expected to have short-term negative impact of up to $250 million on the company's net income in 2022, given the high seasonality of the fourth quarter. Adidas is the sole owner of all design rights to existing products, as well as previous and new colorways under the partnership. More information will be given as part of the company's upcoming Q3 earnings announcement on November 9th, 2022. So that was the statement that I saw at 6 in the morning. Now, of course, y'all know Adidas in Germany, and so like that's probably why it was so early in the morning. But yeah, it was very early. But I was just like, okay, like that's interesting, because I know I did like a recent video of Kanye trying to end his contract with Adidas because he was trying to get out of it. So now we finally see Adidas just ended it on their end before Kanye was able to. So of course, with that, there was just a downfall of things that happened today, from players ending their contract with Donda, the Donda Sports, and Foot Locker, so forth and so. It was just a lot that went on today. So I'm going to kind of navigate to the best of my abilities to try and update y'all on everything that happened. So starting off with Foot Locker, so they sent out an email to the stores. It said, action needed, Yeezy footwear removed from floor. Please remove all pairs of Yeezy footwear from your sales floor immediately. No pair should be displayed or sold in store. Hold all Yeezy footwear in your back room at this time. Additional direction will be provided for on-hand pairs. So Foot Locker canceled all night. Like, you can't buy Yeezys from Foot Locker anymore. They pulled everything off the floor. So if you go into your local Foot Locker, 9 times out of 10, you probably won't see any Yeezy products. I'm assuming Foot Locker is just going to have to send them back to Adidas, or I'm not 100% how they'll do it, but you can't get, they're all gone from Foot Locker. So like I say, companies moved very quick. Even Adidas app, confirmed app, Yeezys were gone. Everything Kanye related on the apps were gone. I think Yeezy Supply, whatever they had on there, gone. So like, stuff was moving very quickly today to just basically cut ties with Kanye and just end everything, get rid of any evidence of Kanye tying to Adidas. And it just continued on from there. Let me see. Foot Locker provided a statement. It said, Foot Locker Incorporated does not tolerate any form of anti-Semitism or hateful and discriminatory behavior. The company said in a statement, while we remain a partner with Adidas and carry a wide assortment of their collection, we will not be supporting any future Yeezy product drops, and we have instructed our retail operators to pull any existing product from our shelves and digital sites. So that is Foot Locker. I don't know if JD and Finish Line put out anything, but it would not shock me if they follow suit with Foot Locker and stop selling Yeezy products as well. And then also, Brendan Dunn put out a tweet today, and it said Adidas is reaching out to sneaker boutiques and telling them to pull Yeezy product. Stores are not allowed to launch Yeezys, and all deliveries will be stopped. So literally, everything is just stopping. Now, the only place you'll probably be able to buy Yeezys after a while is going to be resale shops. So that is going to be your best bet. And I'm not going to lie, they're probably going to tax for Yeezys, because that's just how things are going to go. That's just how the sneaker market goes. People are going to tax because you can't get them anymore for resale, and they're not releasing anymore. So sticking with people just ending things with Kanye, Gap also ended their stuff with Kanye. So they say Gap is removing Kanye's Yeezy Gap collaboration from its stores, and products have been spotted on clearance. So Gap is clearing out things. I know Balenciaga ended things as well. I think JP Morgan ended things. And then I did mention Donda Sports earlier. Aaron Donald, who plays for the Los Angeles Rams, and then Jaylen Brown, who plays for the Boston Celtics, are parting ways with Donda Sports, and they both put out statements today. I will put up the statement if you want to read it, or link it to the tweet so y'all can go read the statement. But they both ended things with Donda Sports as well. So everything is just crashing down when it comes to the Yeezy brand. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's been going on all day. I would not be shocked if it continues into tomorrow. It's just so much. So I'd be very curious to see what happens with all of the Yeezy product. Like, do they send it back to Adidas and they just get rid of it, or they burn it, or what happens with all the Yeezy products? Also, I'm curious to see like what happens with Kanye next. Like, I know like a long time ago in the interview, if y'all are familiar with Sway Media, Sway told him to just do everything himself, and he didn't want to do that. He ended up partnering up with Nike and Adidas and all these other brands. So I'd be curious to see if Kanye actually ends up going off and doing his own thing. But at the same time, like, how do y'all feel about Kanye West? Like, after everything that's happened and all the stuff that's been going on, would y'all still buy Yeezy products if he were to release them himself without any ties to Adidas or anything? Like, would that stop y'all? I'm honestly very curious. I'm really not sure, like, how I would feel. Like, I know for me, I really stopped buying Yeezy products just because I wasn't a fan of the colors. Like, I was buying slides, really, and foam runners, and even then, I wasn't buying a ton of them. So, you know, I'm very interested to see how people will like follow suit depending on what Kanye does next. Now, the other interesting thing that was put out today on the information was the patents and what rights Kanye has when it comes to Adidas. So, like I mentioned in Adidas statement, or when I was reading Adidas statement, Adidas owns all the patents to Yeezys except for the slides. So Kanye West owns the patent for the slides, but every other Yeezy shoe product that you can think of, probably clothing as well, is all tied to Adidas. They own the patent for all those products. So Kanye West will literally have to restart everything except for the slides. He can release the slides under his name, but everything else, colors, all that stuff is all tied to Adidas. Now, Adidas can turn around and release that stuff and just like title it Adidas without the Kanye name on them. But I really don't see them doing that. I think they just want to be done with Kanye altogether. And honestly, I think other companies, like we've seen them dropping, just this will kind of turn companies away from Kanye, and they just won't want to work with him ever again. So, like I mentioned, this is where I see him doing his own thing. But like I mentioned, let me know how y'all feel about him going to do his own thing if he does end up doing that, and would you follow suit and buy his products if you were to do them under his own name? And also, let me know how you feel about Kanye being dropped by Adidas and all these other companies. How do y'all feel about Kanye right now as well? Like, I've been trying to keep up with everything going on, but honestly, I don't even know all of the details of everything that recently happened, because this kind of came out of nowhere for me. Like I mentioned earlier, I knew he was trying to get out the contract, but seeing them Adidas drop him today and reading all the information, I was just like, what happened? Like, where did all this stuff come from? So, other people may be in the same boat. It's really no telling. But let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. Let me know if y'all copped anything this morning on sneakers. And then let me know if y'all are ready for the Spider-Man Jordan 1 that we're set to get next year. Because, like I said, I'm excited for that shoe. But as always, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and all notification bells so you can stay today when I post new content. Like I mentioned earlier, I will have the review for the Jordan 9 Fire Red tomorrow, as long as nothing else crazy happens. But yeah, that will be tomorrow's video. So if you're interested, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. But as always, hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Stay safe and stay blessed. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.